Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys, it's called an almond, a keto almond bun. I am on keto, so I do use this as a substitute for my bread. If you all have seen the little sandwich stands in the grocery store, it's kind of like on the same concept as that, except it is keto. There is no carbs, a small amount of carbs that's in the almond flour, but very few carbs, no sugar. I am going to use a sweetener in mine, which is optional because I like my bread with a little sweetness to it, but you don't have to use it in yours. It's a really easy recipe. It's like a 5 to 6 ingredient recipe that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to show you all the ingredients first, and then I'll show y'all how I do mine. I am going to tweak it. You know, when you get a recipe, you gotta tweak it, you know, to make it your own, so which I always do. So I'll show you all the ingredients and then we'll get started, and I'll show you all how I make mine. All right guys, here are the ingredients. We have 1.5 cups of flour. You need 4 eggs. This is the you need 3 teaspoons of baking powder, a dash of salt. That is optional, you don't have to use the salt. And you also need 5 tablespoons of butter. The sweetener also is optional. I'm going to be using sweetener. Like I said, I like mine to have a little sweet taste to it, so I'll put maybe a teaspoon of sweetener in mine. So and you can just add everything into the bowl at once. You don't have to. It's really simple. Everything is simple and easy. It's a 1 bowl recipe. Just crack the eggs in. Try not to get shells in there, which I always seem to do, but looks like I got lucky that time. All right, just put your 4 eggs in. Like I said, 3 teaspoons, only 3 teaspoons of baking powder. 5 tablespoons of melted butter. It has to be melted, not softened. And I like to use a little, just a pinch. I like to use the Himalayan pink salt. You can use any kind of salt, it's fine. I'll just put a pinch of that in there, and I am going to use, I have a little sugar spoon that I use. It might be a 1/2 teaspoon of sweetener. 1.5 little baby spoons, and that's it. And if you have a mixer, you can mix it. I don't have a mixer, so I'm just going to mix mine by hand, and then we'll come back and I'll show you all how to put it in the mold. All right guys, you guys see I do have it nice and mixed up. Mix it until it's really smooth. Whether you're using, I mix mine by hand. Like I said, you can use a mixer. Girl, if you don't have a mixer, use your old school. I used a whisk. I had a whisk. Now I got this, it's called a whoopie pie mold. It's silicone. You can get it off of Amazon, and I think I paid no more than $10 for it. But this will be easier for you to use. If you don't have it, just use a regular pan like this. Put some parchment paper down on it and kind of just scoop it down on the parchment paper, and then you can cut it how you want to. You can grease. I know it's silicone and it won't stick, and this does have butter in it, but I am going to go on ahead and spray mine with olive oil, cooking spray. You can use butter if you want, or butter spray, or whatever you want to use. I'm just going to spray mine with the olive oil. And just spoon it in. Now don't, and you will have to bake it in the oven on a cookie sheet, because like this is silicone, so you don't want it. I mean, it probably won't stick. I wouldn't take any chances. It probably won't stick to the grill, but it probably will. But just spoon it, and don't over spoon it, because they'll overflow. And well, you can, depending on how thick or thin you want them. I like mine to be a little thick, so I can, like I said, cut them and use them for, you know, as like thin sandwiches. And if you have some left over, because when these are done, they're just gonna really just kind of like just pop out of the mold real easy. Like, I'm gonna kind of fill mine up to the tippy top. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of use all mine, so mine will be nice and fluffy. And put these, when you're done, these go in a 350-degree oven. Check them like after 10 minutes, I would check them. But normally it takes between 12 to 15 minutes before they're done. And that's it. Aren't they cute? They're pretty. All right, so I'll come back and show you all what they look like after they're done. Okay, here they are, fresh out of the oven. Came out perfect. A nice golden brown. These did cook for in my oven, I took them out like 11 minutes after. And they will pop out. These are kind of still hot, but see how they pop right on out of the mold. And you see the thickness of them. Just a nice little, like, it's kind of looks like the sandwich thins I was telling you guys about. You all seen them in the grocery store. And so what I'll do is, what you can do, you can have them, like I said, you can cut them in half. See, they cut really easy. Make sandwiches. It kind of has like a cornmeal-ish texture to it to me. I'm going to take a little bit of, I can't believe it's not butter. I like to have mine with, you can make a sandwich out of them, or if you eat like greens, collard greens and turnip greens and stuff. Oh girl, it's really good with that. But you spread butter on it and kind of smush it up and eat it with your greens. But this is it. And I have 6 of them, so I can have 6 sandwiches. You can make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You can make a turkey sandwich with it. But me today, if you all watched my previous video, I did a haul to where I went to Whole Foods. Y'all remember those cheap cuts of beef ribs that I found? These were like, this one was $4 and this one was $3. Remember I told you just to cook it low and slow, and it'll kind of like fall off the bone. So I can have, I can make me like a beef sandwich with it, just whatever. A braised beef rib sandwich, girl, that's gonna be good. But I hope you all try this recipe and put down in the comments how it turned out for you guys. I do recommend that you do add a little sugar to your recipe because it just makes it taste better. Okay, thanks for kicking it with Jen. Like and subscribe.